Hello friends, welcome to Oracle SQL Performance Tuning video series. In this video, we are going to understand what happens behind the scene when we execute an SQL statement in Oracle database. Suppose if a user issues a SQL statement to the client, then the client sends the statement to Oracle database server and the server executes and returns back the result to client. But actually what happens within the database's server is what we are going to understand in this video. So in this video, we are going to see at a very high level because covering the entire information in a small video like this is a bit difficult. However, each and every section we will see in detail in some other set of videos. Understanding how a SQL statement actually works internally is very important from SQL tuning aspect as well. Let's see how the SQL statement works through a few set of scenarios. Scenario number 1. Let us assume that the user issues a valid SQL statement, then the client sends the statement to Oracle database server and the database server executes the statement and returns back the result to the caller or the user. Let's see the scenario number 2. Let us assume the user issues a valid SQL statement. However, the statement referred or the table referred in the statement is not present in the database. So in this scenario, Oracle returns back an exception saying that the table or view does not exist. Let's see the scenario number 3. Let us assume that the user issues an update statement. Suppose if the user doesn't have the update privilege, then what will happen is Oracle will throw back an exception saying that the user doesn't have necessary permission or privilege to execute that particular statement. Let's see the scenario number 4. Let us assume that the user issues an SQL statement which is syntactically incorrect. So obviously what happens in this case is the database server will throw back an exception saying that this is an invalid statement. So in all these 4 scenarios, what happens behind the scenes are what are the sequence of steps Oracle follows to execute a statement is what we are going to see. So let's see a very brief introduction about the sequence of steps. The moment a client receives the SQL statement from the user, the statement will be sent back to the Oracle database server. Upon receiving the statement, the database server processes the statement in sequence of steps. The very first step the database server will do is called syntax check. That is, it will validate whether the statement received is syntactically correct. In case if the statement is not syntactically correct, then Oracle database will throw back an exception to the user saying that this statement is invalid. Suppose if the statement is syntactically correct, it will proceed with the next step of validation called semantic check. At this process, Oracle determines whether the objects used in the SQL statements are meaningful. That is, whether the table, a column, a view, a function or any object that is referred in the select statement is present in the Oracle database. So database server validates all these objects and its privileges by checking the underlying data dictionary table. In case if the objects referred in this table are invalid or if the objects are not present in the database, then Oracle database will throw an exception, appropriate exception to the caller. Once the statement passes the syntax check and semantic check, the next check Oracle will do is called shared pool check. In case if exactly the same statement was previously executed by Oracle, then all the execution related informations will be available in the shared pool memory. Then Oracle will reuse the same informations for re-executing the statement again. Otherwise, Oracle will proceed with the next set of processes for optimizing and executing the statement. So together, the syntax check, semantic check and shared pool check is called parsing. So once the parsing is completed and if the statement is getting executed for the very first time, then Oracle proceed with the next step called optimization. So in this step, Oracle program called optimizer checks whether all the possible combinations of execution and comes up with multiple plans to execute the statement. So out of the multiple execution plan, optimizer picks the optimized execution plan and pass on to the next program called row source generator. So the row source generator receives the optimized plan and prepares a stepwise iterative plan for execution. So this stepwise iterative plan will be given to the next program called executor. So the executor will receive the iterative plan and executes the steps to get the result. And this result will be returned back to the calling program. So as part of the process, Oracle will store all the informations necessary to execute the statement in the shared pool memory. So when the next time when the same query is issued by the client, the Oracle will get all its detail from the Oracle shared pool, whatever it has done as part of the step 3, and omits reparsing the plan once again and directly proceed with the execution. So this is a very brief introduction about how Oracle statement will get executed in the Oracle database server. If you have learned something new, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new feature video, interview question, concept videos, performance tuning videos and practical questions. If you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. Thanks a lot for watching this video.